headquarters. We have a code blue. A code blue.
Welcome to Beauty Bosses of the South. I am your host, Miss Honesty, and I am here with ATM Ashley the Mogul, also known as Blue.
Okay.
I'm here for the occurs.
Occurs.
Occurs. You got it.
It's coming.
It's coming. And yes, today we will be interviewing Miss Ashley, and I am super duper excited. You know why I'm excited?
Why?
Because I love you.
I love you too. I love this Vessi award though. No shade.
Not the best.
No shade.
The
But I
Vessi
love
is
it.
hot. The Vessi is hot.
For my fairy glam mother, she keeps me glams, okay?
Okay. So we're gonna hop right into this interview. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I'm cheating on the test asking you these questions. Because
okay.
I do know some of them. So we're gonna make sure we're gonna deviate just a little bit for this interview because I really want to get to the heart and the soul of our youngest entrepreneur. How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Okay.
That sounds kind of crazy to say. I just turned 22.
It sounds kind of crazy to think that at 22 years old, you're running your own business.
Yes, and honestly, every day I come in here and I look around, I'm just like, man, this is mine. Like, it's mine. I'm still sitting here looking around now, like, this is mine. But I'm blessed.
Listen, while you guys trying to match your face with your neck, she trying to match her bank account
Coins? Okay.
to her lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
All right. I need that. Okay. Give me them coins.
So, when did you know you wanted to be your own boss?
The very first time I asked my mom for $5 and she said no. Honestly. I went to school and I asked her for some money and my mom said no. And I was just like, well, I gotta make my own money. So we've always been a crafty family. If my original initials are ART, so that spells art. So we've always had craft day, craft nights. We always get together and do, like family things. And my mom used to sell like cards she used to make and canvases for people and things like that. So
Okay.
I started doing pearly bead jewelry. And pearly beads are, like the beads you iron together and they melt. And then I started doing like handmade jewelry. And I used to stand in the hallway during lunch and sell them at school. I started off with $5, and of course, prices always go up. So the price went up.
Inflation.
Right. And I just kept going from there. But then I just kind of started realizing that like I don't want to sit here and iron these things all day, and I'm tired of people putting in special requests that I really don't want to do or can't do. And I just kind of started moving through different things and doing different stuff until I kind of fell into makeup, and I was just like, yes, this is what I want.
I think you fell into makeup at a good time. Makeup is at an all-time high. So I think you were created for makeup. When did you know that makeup was your niche? That was what you did well?
That I did well?
Not just, because most people think cosmetology. When did you know that it was makeup and not the whole arts?
The very first time I got my makeup done was for my senior portraits in my senior year in high school. And I've always looked up to girls that were, just a couple years older than me, but, were bossed up. So the one girl that I followed on Instagram, her name was Debriana, and Deborah, sorry. She came to my house and did my makeup for me, and she set up in my room, and I had a table kind of similar to this. She set up on my table. She played with my dog for a little bit. She was really nice. She took me to get breakfast before she dropped me off at school. And honestly, I was like, you don't have to, do this. I just needed my makeup done. But it was an experience. And she didn't just do my makeup and leave. It was an experience. And I was like, I want to do this for other girls. Like, I want to be your experience. Let me, make your senior portrait day special. Like, she made sure I had breakfast. That's how you get me right there with the food. Okay? Yeah.
So would you say she was probably your inspiration for going into makeup?
Yes, she definitely was.
Well, let's give her a shout out. Shout out to you, Deborah.
Yes.
I don't know where you are, but thank you for creating this legend. And that's why it's so important to do interviews like this, to share information because sometimes people don't know that you inspire them.
Yes. And honestly, some people think that, you just wake up in the morning and be like, I want to do makeup and I'm great at it. No. You got to go through a lot of different training, and you always see things and think that it's going to come out just like that, because I honestly thought that when I started doing makeup, my makeup was going to look exactly like hers, and that was not.
Okay. So you have to continuously work on your craft.
Yes. Always. You're never done learning. You can always continue your education. So I always think it's always important to learn new things, because the makeup world is always evolving. I mean, eyebrow tinting, microblading, ombre shading was not, like here 10 years ago. So
it wasn't here. I don't think it was here 3 years ago.
Right. So right now it's evolving, and we always have to, if you want to keep your business flowing, you got to keep up to date with those things, the hottest trends in makeup.
So how do you foresee yourself staying competitive in this makeup business?
Well, I am very social media savvy. If you guys don't follow me at Ashley the Mogul. And I stay on social media a lot.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people. I don't think some people understand how much you can learn on social media. It may not be 100% correct, but you always stay up to date. So there's always new things, flowing. And I always see something and I'm like, Google. Let's see what that is. Google, YouTube, Instagram videos. They got this new thing called Instagram TV now. And they got shows on Snapchat now. I watch makeup shows on Snapchat, and I stay on my phone all the time. I'm always just on my phone, no matter where I'm at. I'm always on it because I'm always looking at new things.
So, I guess it's important to say that this is definitely the information generation, and they have information at their fingertips.
Yes.
And in order I know my children, when I call them, they won't answer. They have to text.
Yes.
It's something about that thumb that. Let me. How strong is your thumb?
I don't know. You want to finger wrestle? Because that's the only way you can tell. But I mean, I'm literally just always like. I even had to get a specialized pop socket for my phone so that I could only use my thumb and not my thumb and my pinky while I'm on the phone.
Wow.
It's blue glitter, by the way, of course. So yeah, okay. Glitter on that.
Okay, I've already said that. I feel like I'm cheating on the test because when I look down at the questions and I look at you, just being around you, you have answered so many of these questions. But I know this is not about me; it's about the viewers. So I really want you to, just talk to aspiring makeup artists, because you're not just a makeup artist, but you're a licensed esthetician. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you have already started to expand the services that you can offer to your clients, and does that make you feel prideful about the accomplishments that you're making?
Yes, of course. I am very, very happy that I'm, progressing and doing it the right way, but it's just sometimes, you look up and you see what everybody else is doing around you. And like I said earlier, you kind of want to do that. But it's really important that you just you look and then you just take a step back and be like, okay, I know that I can do that, but how can I do that differently? So you always just kind of want to put your own little blue spin on things,
I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. And anybody who knew me knew that I was not afraid to step out of the box to do things my way. And I think it's 3 types of people in the world. I think that there are people who are risk takers, trendsetters. I think there are people who just ride the wave.
Yep.
And I think there are people who are against everything. Like they just nares.
Yep.
And I've always been that risk taker. I've always been someone who wanted to set my own,
create your own way,
create my own way. Like I hear this phrase, YOLO.
Yep.
It stands for you only live once. But what we fail to realize, if you don't make the correct decisions when you're young, that life won't be very fruitful when you're older. So I know at this time you're young and you feel like you're missing out on a lot, but I can assure you, when you're reaping the benefits in your early 30s and you're able to vacation and do things that people only wish they could do, you'll be happy for the decisions that you've made in your life.
Oh yes, because homecoming is coming up this weekend and Ashley will not be participating.
Okay, well, not all the fun.
Yeah, it's fine because I was able to be contracted and be the official makeup artist for Fayetteville State Royal Court this year. So I am still able to participate in homecoming. Mm-hmm. I'm just not able to, go to the parties because I'm backstage doing makeup, which is completely fine.
Because you working on you.
Mm-hmm.
You working on you. So if you is it scary?
Very.
Okay, talk about that.
Well,
we don't want to just sizzle.
Which part is scary?
What do you think? What is the scariest for you?
Honestly, the scariest thing for me is waking up in the morning and just knowing that I'm the one that opens my doors to the shop. I'm the one that determines when the wax pots are turned on and how long it takes the wax to melt down. And if somebody walks in here at 11:01 and wants to get an eyebrow wax, I have to be ready and be prepared for that. It's not something that I can blame on anybody else. And I had my first, my heart is racing thinking about this. I had my first really bad experience, but she was so nice. But honestly, I'm just gonna be blatantly honest with y'all. I ripped off half her eyebrows.
Oh wow.
Yes, and I felt it when I did it. I didn't even see it. I felt it, and I just kind of looked down, and my heart was racing, and I just really didn't know what else to do. And of course, you don't want to tell them something like that while they're laying down in your chair. So after she got up and everything, I showed them her brows, and she kept brushing it down, because when something is not right on your face.
Right.
So she was just like, I said, this one was a little thin on this side, and I just had to, and she was like, oh no, it's fine. So I just wrote her a $75 gift certificate for Face Cafe and told her that she can use it for whatever she liked. Mm-hmm. She can break it down into $10 increments if she liked, but I just kept apologizing. But the crazy thing was, I was apologizing to her as she walked out the door, and I didn't get the idea to write her the gift certificate until she was outside. But by the time I got outside to hand it to her, she was gone. And I was just, it haunted me for the rest of the day. And I was just like, I can't do nothing right. I'm always messing something up. And it just felt like that day, everything was going wrong. So I was just like, I had to calm myself down. And I was shaking. I couldn't do nothing for the rest of the day. I even had somebody come in right after her wanting to get a wax. And I said, I'm fully booked, because I didn't want to mess nobody else up. But it's just, sometimes I have to learn how to calm myself down and just realize that it's not the end of the world. I always think that one thing is the end of the world. But you just got to keep pushing.
Listen, the best thing, and this is that motherly advice,
mm-hmm.
is that you make sure that you make your customer feel the sincerity in your wanting to please them. Mm-hmm. And that goes a long way, because I've been places where my nails have been messed up, my hair has been messed up, mm-hmm. and they make it my fault.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They make it my fault. So It's important that you value your customers enough to feel that type of sincerity when you have made a mistake. And that's awfully big. I want you guys to know that there is no failure in making a mistake. Failure stops when you don't get back up. And you got back up, mm-hmm. and you got it, and you moved on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Training.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could just tell the camera
mm-hmm.
one thing about this business that you absolutely love, and one thing about this business that you absolutely want to make your mark on, and we can conclude this interview.
Okay. Well, the one thing that I love is the people that I get to meet. Like some of the people that I've had a chance to do makeup for, and that I've just, been able to be around just by doing makeup. I love it. And I love that I'm always surrounded by people who are passionate about what they do. There's nothing like going to work and being around people like, oh, I don't want to be here today. I'm tired of doing this today. I hate that. Mm-hmm. So it feels good that I'm able to be around people who love what they do. And of course they love what they do, because we had to go to school for years and years, and some people for a long time for it. But yeah, that.
And where will we be seeing Miss ATM make her mark?
ATM will be making her mark on these necks. No, I'm just kidding. But if y'all guys don't know the quote is, got your foot on these necks all year. So, but I don't want to say I don't know, but there's just so many things I want to do.
So we're just going to stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. There you go.
So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
This is interview 1. We'll be back. And I love you guys, because you know what? Dreaming is free,
but the hustle
is
ain't.
so separate.
Hey guys, make sure you stay tuned for post-interview walkthroughs with me, Ashley the Mogul. Welcome to Face Cafe Fayetteville, the Blue Edition. Don't you just love the way that sounds, the Blue Edition? So my name is Ashley. I am a 22-year-old business owner, and I am the owner of Face Cafe Fayetteville. So no, blue is not my favorite color. It's actually pink. But blue is a color of royalty, if you did not know. Blue and purple. So I believe that everybody is royalty. And when you come and get service, you should feel like royalty. So here is my station where I do makeup. And I am a licensed esthetician, so I do have my license posted so that whenever my clients sit here, they are able to face forward and see my license. And also, we do offer waxing, facials, and temporary eyebrow tinting, which is one thing that I specialize in that I really, really love to do. And this is our chair where we do all of our specialized waxing and tinting. It does go all the way back and lay back so that you have the luxury of feeling like, you're laying down and going to sleep. So this is our third section over here where we do makeup applications with our other makeup artists that come in. Or if I'm doing a makeup training, I use this station over here to train with. Shout out to Beat My Nini because honestly, this is basically her station. And over here is our checkout counter. Look at all the glam. If you know me, you know I love the glam. I love everything sparkly, anything shiny. As you can see, everything is sparkly, everything is shiny. It just has to be. If it's not, it doesn't make any sense. So I do have a lot of my glitter things that are here custom made. So these letters here were custom made for me, and the bottles were custom made. My mug was custom made. I just believe that everything should be custom, which is why when you come to get service here, we do not do any duplications of any looks. We do recreate them and put our own little, touches on them, but we do not duplicate. Over here is where the magic is, where you can purchase all of the products that we use. And all of the products that we use are for purchase. We have our signature Blue Glaze, which is my handmade 100% vegan lip gloss. And then we do have the Postpartum lipstick, which is Honesty's signature lipstick that comes with her book. We also carry Adam's Skincare, which is why my skin is so flawless, minus the foundation, concealer, setting powder, and setting spray. Then we also do serve lashes. We have mink lashes. We have tons and tons of different styles. I also try to make sure that there's a wide variety for you guys because I'm learning that not everybody likes the same thing. Over here is where we have more products. We mostly have our brushes and our, like lash glues, lip liners, eyebrow pomades, palettes, and things like that displayed over here. And I want to say that's it, but that's really just not it. As small as abode may seem to you, there's a lot that goes on here. So we do offer complimentary wine, champagne, coffee, and other things like that. So we do have cute little things like, rhinestone mugs, and we have blue wine glasses. So we also do have our Pepsi, which we carry because it's blue. So everything here is blue, and it's just glimmering. When you come to get service here, we want to make sure that you feel like you're getting good. So make sure you guys come check me out at 4808 Ramsey Street, located in Fayetteville, North Carolina, so that you guys can get the glam. And then maybe me and Mrs. Coco and Little Blue can get you right.